She was a regular human girl. Still, she had to pretend to be a robot maid. Her master was Arthur. He was the young heir of a wealthy and powerful family. Arthur had survived multiple assassination attempts since he was a child. Because of this, he could no longer trust any human being. Even so, he needed someone to take care of his daily life. His steward hired a skilled fighter named Mary with a large sum of money. No matter what happened around her, Mary never changed her posture or facial expression. That made her the perfect fit for the role of a robot maid. She agreed to take the job, drawn by the generous pay. The moment Mary stood before Arthur, he set out to test who she really was. All of a sudden, an alarm clock blew up. It was a bomb planted earlier by assassins. Arthur was long used to facing such dangers. What surprised him greatly was, Mary stayed right where she was, showing no emotion at all. This sight filled Arthur with delight. The next moment, Arthur moved close to her out of the blue. Mary thought her secret had been found out. Instead, Arthur began to praise her. Mary turned her head away shyly. Arthur's doubts vanished completely. He just thought modern artificial intelligence looked incredibly real. Soon after, Arthur's older brother Jack dropped by for a visit. They spoke politely to each other on the surface. Mary could clearly tell. The two men deeply disliked one another. Arthur was born out of wedlock, yet he had taken the title of family heir away from Jack. Jack left before long. Mary could see Arthur was feeling upset. She was about to leave the room and give him some alone time. Arthur suddenly asked if he could lay his head on her lap to rest. Mary froze for a moment. Then she nodded and said yes. Arthur rested his head on her lap. He noticed the surface felt quite firm. He figured it was just the feel of metal parts. He never guessed it was from years of rigorous training. Lying there made Arthur feel totally at ease. He fell fast asleep soon afterwards. The next afternoon, Arthur was going to deliver a speech. The car sent to pick him up arrived unusually early. Shortly after he drove off, the real vehicle pulled up outside. The steward realized in horror that the first car was a fake. He told Mary to call the police at once, but Mary was nowhere to be seen. She was already sprinting after the car that had kidnapped Arthur. Jack was the mastermind behind the abduction. He planned to kill Arthur that day and take back his rightful place as the heir. Before long, Jack led Arthur into a dim, gloomy room. Just as Jack was feeling triumphant, Arthur told him he had recorded every word of their conversation. Jack spotted the recording device Arthur carried with him. He ordered his men to kill Arthur immediately and turned to run away himself. The kidnappers were just about to attack when Mary showed up just in time. She took down every last one of them in seconds. She was about to lead Arthur to safety when gasoline spilled across the floor caught fire. The stairs were quickly blocked by flames. The two of them were trapped in the basement. Mary spotted a small window high above them. She told Arthur she could help him climb out first. She said she was a robot and would be fine. Arthur did not think twice. He climbed out of the window safely and shouted for help right away. Down in the basement, Mary collapsed to the ground. She believed she would not make it out alive. When she opened her eyes again, she found she had survived. Arthur had sent people to rescue her without delay. Yet when Arthur saw her wake up, there was not a trace of joy on his face. He stared straight at her with a serious look. Mary thought her true identity had finally been exposed. To her relief, Arthur said it must have only been his imagination. Mary let out a sigh of relief. She had no idea that Arthur had already fallen in love with her.